Hey, it's Rusty. I'm going to start this video off right from the get-go with a hot tip for you of an item to look for that can only cost you $1, $1.50 you can make good money on. Then I'm going to take you out to show you something strange I did at a Goodwill and how maybe it pays off. And then I'm going to show you two big lots of items. Some tools and some other stuff that I think I can sell and make some really good money for. And this kind of stuff is probably out there around where you are as well. Come on in. Let's take a look at it. See what we might see.
Rusty's Hot Tips.
At the Goodwills near me, ties are $1. And so this is what I pulled out while I was there today. A couple of ones by the Wembley brand. Tommy Hilfiger, Polo Assassin, Tommy Hilfiger, and this one called Paul Costello, which I looked up and are selling quite nicely. But for a $7 investment, I'm going to put these up each for probably $19.99. And when one of them sells, I'll already be into double profit, and I'm just waiting on the others with no sweat. How to, cousins? I'm on my way over to a Goodwill right now. I did something silly. I've never done it before, and I don't know if it's even going to pan out. But the deal is, I was at Goodwill yesterday in that late afternoon, and sort of their MO lately is all the time, but especially in the afternoons, they only have one person checking people out, and at the later in the day, the line gets long, folks. I mean, I was out there, I found one item that was worth buying. It was definitely worth buying, but I had other things I had to get to. I couldn't stand in line. It was going to take at least 45 minutes, and I'm not exaggerating. There were at least 12 people in line with shopping carts full of stuff and one person checking out, and it's just ridiculous. So this is what I did. I took this item and I attempted to hide it in the store in a place where I did not think anybody else would find it later that afternoon or this morning. And I'm on my way back to try to uncover it and then get in line and buy it at a time where I'm not going to have to stand in line that long. Didn't break any laws here, nothing illegal. If a person went to this particular spot in the store, they could find it and they could go buy it. I'm hoping they didn't. I'm going to give you a guess as to what section of the Goodwill that I hid this in. What section did Rusty think that few enough people would be looking at this area that he would have a good chance of finding this item again the next day? Well, I'm going to take you in. I'm about to pull into the parking lot. I'll take you in, and in a matter of time it takes me to get in there and find if it's there or not. We'll see if you're right. And also, we'll see if you know what kind of value this item holds. I did get it. I dropped it on the ground, but I did get it. Kill a Mockingbird here. $2.50. Cannot beat it. Folks, I picked up 2 lots today at Goodwill. And I wanted to go through them and show you why I got them and what I got. I paid $12.99 for the larger one and $2.99 for the smaller one. What is it? Well, take a look. 2 lots. Lot 1, Lot 2. This first lot is from the Salvation Army. The second one comes from Goodwill. Let's get right into here. First thing I'll pull out is a vintage box by the Dixon Company of dustless chalk. All right, fine. It's completely full. So, vintage chalk. Next up, a sealed, unopened box, or container rather, of Brink's little luggage keys. And this has $1.99 on it. And I don't know if they just got a bunch of items that hadn't sold and then decided to throw them in a bundle or what. But $1.99, I didn't pay that for that. That was in the lot. What else do we have here? A measuring tape, vintage. Oh boy. Okay. So this is clearly made in Asia. China or Japan. I think Chinese is what the characters are there. And the interesting thing is it's a brand called Chain. All right, looks like it has a football. But if you see down next to it, it looks like little reminiscent of swastikas. Actually, this symbol is, I think, an ancient, like Native American symbol. Maybe the other direction that it means something else, but it's been reused. It also, I think, has meant good luck, maybe, or different things in the past. But anyhow, it's interesting to see that on here. It works okay, comes out. All the characters, again, are in Chinese. So that's an interesting, I've never seen that before. Bizarre. Okay, moving on. Oh, cool. Okay, so we got a vintage box of Crayola crayons, 16 by the Benny and Smith Company. And if I open her up here, it looks like it's full. Yep, yellow, orange. Okay, so this box alone, folks, I can probably sell for between $20 and $25. I'm not joking you. The fact that they're all in here, even though some of them are a little bit used, that is awesome. Originally at Revco, 99 cents. Okay, this little box here, Master, like Master Locks. This is from a number 7. Looks like a padlock of some kind. What do we have inside? Something's inside of here. Okay, a bunch of keys. So, are these all the same? No, they don't look to be the same. Well, yeah, maybe they're similar. But anyhow, these are all master lock keys to go to small padlocks. The lock is not in this little box. But I have essentially, I could either do 5 different individual sales, or I could sell them all as a lot in this little box here. That's interesting. All right. Next up, we've got this interesting tool of some kind by the Lufkin Rule Company in Saginaw, Michigan, made in the USA, number 891. So I'm going to look up this particular tool. I'm not sure what it's for, some sort of drafting tool possibly. Oh man, it has, somebody has engraved a name in the back here. Wilfred Bowler. Wilfred Bowler. All right, sir. Hope you're not missing this item. So that goes there. We got a nice little collection already so far. File folder labels. Well, great. Old Rusty's going to use these around the warehouse. I'm not going to sell those. I can use that around the warehouse. And we've got some some old vintage steno pad type thing. Memo pad. Nothing's written in that. It's partly used. And this one feels like it's almost brand new. It's never been used. A pen pal memo pad. All right. I could sell these in a lot together, most likely, or we could use them again around the warehouse together. All right. All right, next up we have the Andu Septic. white low dust chalk. So another thing of low dust chalk by the Benny and Smith Company. I'm going to put that over here on this other box of chalk. And we still have some goodies in here. What do we got here? Oh, nice. So we got an old, looks like an old compass of some kind. Some sort of drafting tool here. Oops, I just dropped it. It had lead in it, which I'll have to re-screw in there. And it says Germany on it. So it's an old German-made tool here, and it's got the little carrying case in it and some lead. That's nice. I can sell that by itself, absolutely. Last couple of things in here. Swing line paper fasteners. Swing line brand number 4. Looks like a vintage box of these for sure. Okay, so you know what these are, these little brass. It looks like it's never been opened, never been used. An original packaging, that's awesome. I can certainly sell that. Get those pesky little busters back in there. Okay, and then last thing up here in the bag. Oh, nice. So we've got a, it is a master lock. Okay, so we have a master lock. They've cut around this, the paper part, the cardboard for some reason. Double patented locking system, 10-year warranty, and on the bottom here, master lock number 3. So we've got a number 3 lock. It's never been opened and used. We've got some fasteners, this tool, keys for another master lock, other locks, measuring tape, 2 boxes of vintage chalk, 3 vintage notepads, a vintage box of Crayola crayons, and this little German compass. $2.99 for all of that. Folks, every one of these items I will sell for more than $2.99. Every single one of them. Like I said, this one alone is probably $20 to $25. I'm going to guess $12 on that. I don't know. I don't know what this is. It could be as low as $10. It could be $20 or $30, depending on how rare it is. I could probably sell this for $8 to $10 since it's unopened. Same thing with this one, $8 to $10. The keys, I'll sell them individually for $2 or $3 probably. The fasteners, I don't know, $4 or $5. And then this one's a wild card because of how bizarre it is and it has those little characters on it. This could go for a decent a little bit, maybe $15 to $20. I'm guessing this whole lot, I could get close to $100 out of this. $12.99. Let's get into it. All right, folks. I'm gonna pull these 2 containers out to begin with. And we're gonna look at this and figure out what we have, what we're looking at here. Clearly, this is a bunch of spools of some kind of a thread. And that looks like a ship's, like a turning wheel. We got some anchors, some other interesting little items, pins, stuff, rings. Okay. And then over here, same business. Chain, some little flat metal pieces, other little metal pieces. I don't know what those are. This is bizarre, folks. I've never seen this before. I don't know what this is. Little boats. Okay, so what it appears to be, let me open one of these up if I can. Can I? How does this open, Rusty? Oh, there we go. Okay. It appears as though this is the makings of creating like maybe model boats. Would that make sense? The Blue Nose 2. All right. So somebody was making some boats, it looks like, little spools. I don't know what all these parts are. Here's a little, yeah. Look at this, guys. It's a boat craft type kit. Never seen one of these in the wild before. Along with this is this entire container is full of various tools that would be used. I'm going to stand up here as I go through this. It would be used to, I guess, put together model boats. Right here, stuck into an old eraser, looks like a knife of some kind. And let me see if I can zoom in here. Made in the USA, X-Acto. Well, you've heard of an X-Acto knife, guys. That's become a brand name, kind of like Kleenex or you know, stuff like that. So this is an actual X-Acto brand. And if I pull it down here, Yep, so it's intact. Moving over. All right, so we've got some wooden handled, well, that was not wooden handled screwdrivers. Rusty's got a decent little collection of those. There's another one down in here. Okay, those down there. I'm going to try to pull out all the wooden ones here first. A couple more. Oh, these are interesting. What's going on with these? They've got like, I don't know what those are for, what those called. Do you guys know what those are, what they're called? They're a certain type, it looks like, of the screwdriver. Here's one that's not, it's not wooden, but it's in here as well. Another one of these ones that's kind of like this with this, what does it say? Does this have a brand on it or something? I'm going to try to zoom in here. Boy, my camera is having the hardest little time today. I wonder if it's the lighting is so poor in here. Well, there's a stamp of some kind, but oh, here we go. All right, Shark. It's a number 126 Shark and a patent number, but it doesn't have a brand that I can see on it. So I'll have to do some research on those. I don't know what those are. Some different types of pliers. Looks like a couple of like small, these are definitely newer of the items that are in here. These are newer items. Okay, Dremel brand, a bunch of little drill bits. All right, for drilling little holes, that's interesting. All right, now we've got this, a Sanderson made in England. I guess this is a level of some kind. What is this? I don't see any markings on that metal. What is this called? I know what this is. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's just called a square, but I'll look that up in a little bit. Now we got some super enamel. I guess these are paints and or glues. And I'm gonna have to look up these brands. This is a container, nothing in it. Super enamel, Humbro. I'm not familiar with the brand, but these are older, I suspect. They may still work, I don't know. Model Master Custom Enamel System. Subtle metallic brown, so that's some paints. Here's another one. Enamel, yeah, all right. This is an old school, Alway Tools. This is an old school cutting blade holder, and this thing opens up like that, and it's got the original thing talking about the razor blade. So you put the blade in here, and then it fits together. An interesting way of doing that. Here's a little vise you can screw in. That's cool. Here's another little, you know, little draft and type tool, but clearly used for something in this case. And another one. Look at this. Another one here. Man, these are nice. Look how tiny and sharp those tips are. That's incredible. Okay, so there's a little punch. Some punches. There's another screwdriver here. Some punches. Looks like these are some, you know, punches. These almost look like dental tools. Little picks, little scrapers and picks and stuff like that in here to pick and prod at stuff. Probably not picking at his teeth. It looks like a holder for one of those compasses in here. And this is another little tool of some kind. What does that say? What do we got here? Decimal equivalence. Okay, so it's just some sort of a gauge, or okay, a measuring thing here. Okay, nice. Folks, I was having trouble with the lighting and issues with my camera. I only had a couple things left to pull out, so I pulled them all out, and this is what we ended up with. In the entire lot, we've got all of these items here. These are different types of measuring instruments here, instruments to hold things. We've got cutting instruments, prodding instruments, various files and punches, all these different screwdrivers at different sizes, drill bits, and these little hand tools. This entire lot cost me basically $13, and I think I can make between $150 and $200 off of this whole lot. Folks, that's the video today. Remember to grab lots, pull out the individual items, research them, and sell them on their own. You'll make a lot more money that way. Next time you're out, keep in mind the following types of items that you can buy for $1, no more than $2, and make 10 times your money back. That would be neckties, that would be glasses, that would be CDs. A lot of times you can get those for $1 or $2, and you can make $10, $15, $20, and sometimes even more depending on the artists or the brands, that sort of thing. I'm going to do a video soon, kind of go into more detail on that. You can also find hats like the one I'm wearing. Just really good quality apparel. You guys take care.
Beep, boop, boop. Let's go make some money. Rusty hair.